Welcome, everybody. Thanks to everybody who's already tuned in. That was a ragdoll song called Astray, and that one's we've been opening our set with that for the last 6 months or so. So it felt like the right thing to open a live stream with and have some fun. And I don't have to play a guitar solo in that song. And I just realized my expression pedal is not connected when I went to stomp on it and get some awesome wah. So let me fix that. Let's see. Here's the top of your noggin. All right. What that should have sounded like at the end was a little bit more like this. Let me get this out of the way. Something like that. Anyway, yeah, that little... Ooh, I'm out of tune as well. I've had this guitar in standard until about 5 minutes ago, which would explain why it's a little bit out. Ah, awesome. We do have some people in here. Hey, Jeremy, how are you, mate? Just going to pop people up on the screen as they come in. Hope you're having a good day. And Beebs, we were chatting just before, weren't we? This is what a small world we live in. Hope you're enjoying the start of the afternoon for you, I'm probably guessing, or maybe getting towards the middle of the afternoon over there. Definitely time to have a nice, strong afternoon tea, if you're that way inclined. I certainly am. I'll take any excuse to have a cup of tea. So, surprisingly, I don't have one now. That will do. Awesome. We've got someone from Bulgaria as well, and it looks like they have pretty good taste. Look at that little profile picture. I see a big sky, and I see a marshal. 2 marshals in the background. Obviously having a good time in Bulgaria there. And we've got Daniel from Germany, and we've got Alexander. Alexander can let us know where he's tuning in from. And Michael is not here, but he'll be back, so I'll just put him up. And again, thanks for tuning in, Michael, as well as Ezekiel. I like the little icon right there. And we got Roger. How are you, mate? What's news? I saw you had a little bit of a catch-up with the crew, which is pretty awesome. I'll get the Lassie in a second because I've got to play some Drop C songs. No gig tonight. Yeah, it is. Most Fridays I have something, and then it feels like every other Saturday there's something coming up here. So, yeah, actually just my wife's at a birthday party tonight with one of her friends, and what else am I going to do with my life? Cooked a curry earlier, fed the cats, so feeling like hanging out and playing guitar, like I don't play guitar all day anyway. And I just want to say what's up to Sir Quack-a-Lot, who it seems does like to quack a lot. That's awesome. Looks really, really great. Sorry, I've already put this one. Is it rare to have a Saturday night? Yeah, probably every other, and there's always something going on. And we have Freddie Machete. All right, I'm going to play another Rags tune. While people are sauntering in. I can see there's 30 people in here. This is pretty fun. I'm going to play a ragdoll song called All I Want. This is normally always the first or second song in the set list. So let's just pump it, and there's a little lo-fi intro, and I'll jump in.
I know what you want from me.
delay sound at the end there that we used. That was for anyone interested. You know, Moog have the Moogafuga, as I would call it. Their big analog delay. Basically, when we recorded that EP, we used an entire session where we just made noises with that delay pedal self-oscillating, and then Troy mixed little bits and pieces in throughout different songs. So that at the end was really, really awesome. A legend is among us. Thank you so much, mate. Sad Wings Raging in the house. I hope you're having a great weekend. And mate, what can I say? I appreciate it as always. What can I play for you? Let's hear a little bit of a request. I thought somebody said Saturday Night Coffee. I'm just misreading a comment on here. So there's absolutely no way my frail little nervous system would tolerate a coffee right now. I'd be up for 3 days. I get by with one a day most days. So where are we at? I'm going to grab a different guitar in a second anyway. So this is good. Let's see. Where are we at? Yeah. This is how it should be said, right? Motherfucker. Which makes sense. Which makes a lot of sense on there. So people, you know, we've got the man, the myth, the legend in here. What should his super chat request be? All right. So good question. Christopher Halsey. How do I feel about the Neural DSP Quad Cortex? I did a few comparison videos over the last week, 2 weeks, with some of the amp models, and I think the models held up really, really well against the Helix and the Axe and the Tone Master Pros. So I do want to do a video at some point in the next couple of weeks. I know it's getting towards the end of the year. Hopefully I'll squeeze it in before the end of the year, just kind of looking at like where it's at, because there's a desktop editor, which I had been looking forward to for a long time. So it seems like they have been slowly trickling out the updates on there. I think if you wanted something with profiling, it makes, like, I'd rather get that than a Kemper at this stage. So yeah, that's what I would say with that one. It's a pretty solid unit. It's improved, which is nice. I had some criticisms of it when I did my initial video when it first came out. And yeah, I'm keen to take another look at it and do that. And oh my God, this is amazing. You made it, mate. So I just want to take a second right here. I'm a Stooky person. If anyone is on the Discord server, they would know that the phrase Stooky, thanks to Stooky person, has become a bit of a coverall phrase for something being awesome or really, really good. So that's incredibly generous, mate. I really, really appreciate it. So, you know, what ragdoll song should I play? Good one from Freddie as well. Did you fix the bridge on the SE DGT already? Also, how do you get rid of the ringing on the springs? This is a good question. Look, I got this because I want to gig it, basically. I have obviously a core DGT that I've done some gigs with and I play all the time, and it's basically like my daily driver for all the demo videos, and it's got an amazing trem on it. I love the trem on it so much, but also just tighten up the screws and I don't have to worry about ever really tuning the guitar. It's really, really solid. So I did the same to this. Literally all I did was, you can see the bridge is just sitting, hopefully you can see that, the bridge is sitting flat. So I literally just tightened the springs. And to get rid of the ring, what I did, I don't know if you can see under the springs, there's just a little bit of foam. So you can put a little bit of foam there. On my custom 24 as well, I have some foam covering like the dead string length here as well, where you can use a fret wrap. And I mean, you're a man of absolute taste and culture, Freddie. So of course you have the same DGT. I'm going to show you guys something in a second as well. I've got a video with this other, I've got another SE here at the moment that I'm just borrowing that is also similarly awesome. They are doing very, very good work at the moment. So anything Blackmore. All right. A bit dreary and rainy today. Mate, for you, because we're going to do some Richie B, let's grab the Strat. We got to grab the Strat. We need a big headstock if we're going to do some Blackmore. So here we go. Here we go. I put Ulbrich here in Australia have a noise reduction system for single coils that I've slapped in here. So I actually just need to change the strings on this, and I'll do a video with that as well. It's pretty rad. Oh, well, that's close enough. What are we in? We're in standard. That's pretty good. You can probably hear one of the cats caterwauling in the back. Maybe we'll get some cat blues happening on here. All right, so we got some Strat. And, you know, we need to run this through a plexi model as well. These strings are very, very old, so let's see what's going on here. Pepperoni pizza and red wine for dinner after a couple of beers. Yeah, here we go, mate. We're ready to go. Absolutely ready to go. All right, some Blackmore and what do we have here? Axel Fruity Pebbles. Are you one of those people that sleeps for 6 hours and then you're up for 8? Your posting schedule is bonkers. Look, I have this space here so I can make stuff all the time, which does make it really, really easy. And yeah, I try to just post a video a day most days. You know, it's a full-time job, basically. I wouldn't really call it, I wouldn't dignify it with the word work because I'm not really working that hard, but, you know, you get into a workflow with editing videos and stuff like that, so it's not that bad. It's not that bad, I swear. I swear, no one's holding me here against my will. Let's try, let's see, we want some plexi action, something like... What's going on here? That sounds... Ah, I see what's happening. Cool, I've got a little... I mean, look, Richie Blackmore loved the key of G, right? So let's think of how many different Blackmore riffs in G we can think of. Let's try... Well, obviously, we're not going to play the one, but the next best one, right? That's Whitesnake, my bad. What is it? Then it's... What is it? That's not it. What happens there? And then you've got the... Anyway, that's Man on the Silver Mountain. Then what do you have all night long? And obviously Burn. Oh, that's not it. And then Kill the King. And obviously, what's the one off Machine Head? And Richie Blackmore, look, It's always a good time to play some Blackmore, isn't it? We've got people tuning in from America, which is why I wanted to do this stream at this time. This is awesome. And Nicholas Rivera, dude, how are you? What's going on? I saw... Did you post a photo or a preset recently with like a Sir SL68 or something? Because I tried it and it was very, very good. It was very, very good. I should have been using that right now. Bert, what's up, man? What time is it in... We're in Dallas, right? So it'd be early in the morning there, getting close to 8. There we go, 7:55 in Dayton right there. There you go, man. So there are all the songs off the top of my head that are in G. Blackmore riffs. Pretty much all of them. So, yeah, here we go. Internationally Insane Studios is here. I saw you comment on the 2290 video. Yes, Wingers Without the Night. And Rutger, mate, I have your pedals in the mail. So you get a listen. Yeah, man, they're DR Blues, the pure blues, which are really, really awesome on a Strat. They're just nowhere near as bright, which works really, really well with this. And they probably just need a little coat of grease. I mean, on a Strat, you always got to wiggle it in a little bit, don't you? What else do we have? Wingers Without the Night solo. He knows. And here's what I want to see. The TC2290. So, yeah, I put a video up. I filmed the video earlier in the week and scheduled it, but this is pretty good. Like, pretty good. And I love this. It's like got its own speed dealer sunnies. So it's street lethal already, which is pretty cool. But yeah, they did a really good job. Like, it's basically the same workflow, and the rack is much bigger and the buttons on the rack are bigger. But this is tolerable in its minutia. Is that the phrase I'm looking for? I don't know, something like that. But yeah, I love that it's got. It looks like it's about to try to sell you drugs, which really it is. It's selling you the drug of awesome wide delays on there. So Greensleeves, yes. And also their version of Still I'm Sad, right? Is probably in G as well. How does that one go? Let's take a look at that as well. How does that one go? Wow, what happened there? I clicked on my Twitch window. So I'm trying to stream this to Twitch as well, because I'm trying to be like one of the cool new kids as well. So if you heard an echo, that's that's what it was. And hello to Sven from Germany. That's awesome. Thanks for tuning in, man. And here's a good one. Spent more than I should have on myself. There's no such thing. Birthday, Christmas combined gift. Got a Gretsch. Yes, dude. Congratulations, man. The 5240T. Let's have a look. Gretsch 5240T. Yeah. Dude, that is killer. Absolutely killer. I mean, that's a classic looking Gretsch for anyone. You can go and look these ones up. Yeah. Man, they're like, I always forget about Gretsch guitars being awesome. Still need to do something with that White Falcon copy my dad made. It's pretty amazing. The Strangers in Us All album. Yeah, it's a thing, isn't it? It's very of the time. Very of the time, but there's some really, really solid. It's like Sabbath had an album, TYR, or Tear, with Tony Martin, which is secretly really, really good. Always kind of feel like Strangers in Us All, whatever way it is. Is Perfect Strangers in G as well? That's it. Of course, it's Blackmore. There's no way he'd be playing power chords. It'd be... How does that bit go? That's it. this thing is so twang town, isn't it? Let's give it some more juice. Play on the neck pickup as well. Strats are cool. Strats are cool. I haven't played this guitar all week. Hey, look, I'm not specifying major or minor, am I? Just anything in G absolutely works. Rainbow on Stage is an amazing live album as well for anyone who hasn't checked it out. So, man, people are. I'm glad to see people buying themselves presents for Christmas. So, Old Man Dude's got his TMP, and GRB Aquatics has the Gretsch. I mean, look, if all you do is learn Setzer and Cochrane tunes, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you could learn some Chet Atkins as well if you absolutely want to punish yourself. Not that I'm going to attempt to do that. Let me grab a different guitar, and I'll play you guys another tune. Let's get this one. Going from the most traditional of traditional to like the most out there and cutting edge. Hopefully Roger's still on the stream. You can watch me play the guitar. So this is a Rubato Lassie, which you may have seen on the channel a few times. It's got the free, not the three, the freeway switch. So you have 1, 2, 3, and also an up position on there. So yes, Roger, I'm going to play one for you, mate. So I can see you're on the stream. Marty Boo from Barcelona. Lately, my favorite artists come from Australia. Have you heard the new Closure in Moscow album? I didn't even know they had a new album, but they're amazing. Pink Lemonade was ridiculously cool. So I have something new to listen to this week. Thanks for that, mate. Man, listen to this thing. It's a little bit out. Did I say hello to Tony Kennedy is in England? I'm very, very well, mate. Thanks for tuning in. That's awesome. And Stooky Person, need to restring the 8-string carbon fiber banjo. Mate, did you buy that at the Guitar Festival last year? So not the last Guitar Festival, but man, this is okay. So just for context, I think the last time I tuned this guitar was the last time I played it, maybe 3 or 4 days ago. I just tweaked the G string a little bit. That's ridiculous. It's so in. I'm going to play a ragdoll song for Roger, because he's on here. We want to hear Shine. Okay. Marty Bo. Sorry about that, mate. Marty Bo is pronounced Marty Bo. There we go. I try too hard sometimes. Have I tried the Aaron Marshall Gifted Tone preset? I haven't. I'll download it after this, and we'll try it out, because I'm keen to see what he's got going on. All right. Cool. Marco from Brazil is in here. All right, you have all tuned in. Roger, who made this guitar, is in the chat. So we're going to bring that up. And we're going to play Shine, and I'll let Ryan take it away. Where are we at? This is the one we want.
We are waiting for the sun to shine. Shed my skin, lift the darkness from my eyes. No more tears to cry. Take it as a sign, message or warning. Like the
That was for you, Rog. Man, I'll never get sick of playing that particular song, especially the ending, that like triumphal march kind of thing at the end. And those. Man, this thing rips. It's so comfortable as well. I've probably mentioned this before, but playing it live, it's like if you could just play a fretboard. Like it's so light compared to my other guitars. It just kind of hangs there, and you're like, oh, the frets, the strings. You know, this is very important, right? All right, I need to catch up on this. Chat. What is going on here? Pink Lemonade is great. The new album is less Mars Volta and more Jack White. Interesting. Speaking of Mars Volta, like, remember that band being the biggest thing always? So I can't super chat while in Italy because my account is US. My carbon fiber guitar is ready. Yes, I'm going to take a look. I'm going to take a look right now, which is exciting. So what, you pick it up next week? Would that be right if you're picking it up from NAMM? This is anyone who's not in the Discord server as well can join the Discord server. Let me do this. Where am I doing this? I'm taking a look at something that I can't show people. Oh my god! Whoa! I'm just going to have to drag this in. I know how I can do it. Let's do this. Let's add a window capture. How do I do this? Yeah. Let's go and take this from D for Discord. Here we go. I'm going to add this. Can everybody see this? Look at this thing. This is amazing. Man. Alright, so this is the guitar we're talking about. I'm just going to flick through some of the photos. I won't go through all of them. I'll leave this for people joining the Discord. EMG single in the neck. Yep. Dude. I really like that. The paint over carbon. This is cool, man. So this is rough guitars, right? I assume that's how it's pronounced. Very, very impressive. Very, very impressive. Look at that. And reverse headstock, you know. The correct headstock for a Super Strat, right? Let's do this. Let's just take this particular window and I'm back. I didn't go anywhere. That's really, really cool. Sven, that is so cool, man. What part of Germany are you in? Because we played in Hamburg, and I distinctly remember the first show we did there and playing that song. There's video of it actually on my channel. It was one of the best sounding gigs on stage anyway that I've ever had. It was really, really cool. Where are we at? We're talking about Gretsch's. Yeah. 50, yeah. Man, stuff is... I remember when you could buy a... Like, if you were lucky, like a used PRS CE24 or Swamp Ash Special for like $1,500 here. And now the SEs go for that much. Huge chorus. Yeah. Ryan's phenomenal. Like, phenomenal. When he sings that on stage, normally I'm just like, how? How do you do this? And he's gotten better and better over time. So, you like the sound of this? Well, I'll show you exactly what it is. Thanks to the magic of television. I think... There we go. Actually, let's not do that. Let's do this. There you go. So yeah, it's the Axe FX 3. I'm on the latest firmware because I know people are interested in this kind of stuff. Using the USA Mark IV lead gain. There's a little bit of an extra gate in there, which doesn't really need to be there. Actually, I remade this preset recently. There we go. This is the simpler version of it. So it's just that. It's my free greenback cab that you can download. Check the video description of all my videos on there. Going hard with the high cut because this is what I would use live. So pulling out a lot of that high energy in there. A little bit of dynamic EQ to tame the chug-a-chug. bit of pitch detune at the end of the chain, a little bit of this gold plate style reverb. Something really cool on here actually is I've got a Simeon Harris approved feedbacker. Which is a little trick where you use a triangle wave in the synth block and use a control switch or an expression pedal to swell it up like that, which doesn't sound that great on its own. But sorry, I'm trying to catch up with the chat, everybody. I'm way behind. So that is what's going on there. Ian, how are you, mate? I feel like I haven't seen your name pop up, but also YouTube changes the... There was just a cat roll by on there. What was I going to say? YouTube has changed. I can't see people's usernames. I just see this like the entire username on there. So, yeah, I'm glad you're here. Hopefully you're doing well, mate. It's nice to hear from you. Yeah, and far out, that Rough Guitars is great. Absolutely great. Speaking of which, really cool stuff. The Artist guitars are really good. I have their, what's it called? The Falcon. I've been using that as my teaching guitar at a school I teach at a day a week, and it's killer. Anyone got any tips on learning the tapping section and get the funk out? Yeah, Tony, let me show you a few little things, because I'm terrible at this. I'll just answer a few more questions on here. Mesa, I'm glad you're enjoying it. So yeah, it's the Axe, it's the Mark IV model in there, which is absolutely sick. And where are we at? Oh yeah, get the funk out. So let's see, it's kind of, you ready? Let's butcher some Nuno, kids. I know he would be squirming seeing somebody absolutely crappily break this down. So what he's doing is get the funk outs in. And where are we? Basically, he's taking a major arpeggio, string skipping, and accessorizing it with a few extra notes. So, what's the first one? That's not right. Part is coming back. So it's that sort of like tap from nowhere thing. So what I would practice first is the left hand on its see that hammer on from nowhere? Then I would practice just the right hand, so... Because I actually think the right hand is the hardest thing to stick. And then it's... That little... So what you have to go through is like practice just the left hand. It's like a B flat major and he's adding the 9. Then C. Then E flat. And then it must be F. You do that, but then also just practice the right hand things. Yeah, this this is how I practice. It's noisy and it's not always very pretty, but pretty quickly, if you do those see, I messed it up. That's the hard thing. It's going from that one to the next one, so that transition point would be worth working on. Anyway, I feel like I've butchered that enough for today. So, let's see, where are we at? Yeah, it's really, really, really good. Jordan wants to know the Bebo patches. Do you have any for controlling the Flat 5? No, but I will soon. They have a new thing coming out on Friday that I'm hoping to get my hands on before Friday so I can do a video with it, and I want to incorporate all three at some point into a little video on there. So thank you to John Leslie for tuning in, and to Mud Puddle Dyer for using my IR with their IRX. That's sick, man. I'm really, really glad. That's a killer rig. Really, really cool. Odd how the chat name is different from the comment name. Yeah, it's weird, man. I don't know why they changed it. There's probably some setting I can change it back to, but this is a good one. Action low as possible, basically. I've stopped caring, and there you go. There's like the tiniest inkling if I pick really hard. This is exceptionally well set up, and it's carbon, so it doesn't move at all. I'll grab a different guitar in a second, and I'll go through a few things there. So, am I familiar with Gnome? I'm not. Tell me more about it, Jordan. I'm always looking out for new stuff. So, Tony, very, very happy with that. I call this technique with tapping, I call it spotting. Imagine you were in the gym lifting heavy stuff, and you've got a buddy there so that they can like say, don't come any lower than this, or don't go any higher than this. So that's what we're practicing here with it. Like, honestly, for me, the hardest part is sticking my left hand. I know I can go. I can feel 2 frets, 3 frets, and 2 frets pretty easy with my left hand, but not so much with my right hand. I need to 2. Okay, so something like that. See? Even it's getting better, and I'm under the gun here on a live stream, so I'm sure I could, if I tried, maybe for about a week, I could play that solo through once. So, Gnome, stoner metal with pointy hats. What is not to like about that? There's another. I feel like there's a local band that does something similar to that. It is eluding me at the time. This is a good one. Drums, guitar, and bass are carbon fiber strings, and of course your carbon fiber guitar. Imagine a ragdoll carbon experience. Any chance you would do a comparison between the Saint Rock Amperium Live, sorry, wrong comment, I'll get to that one, and the Axvex. I do want to get the Amperium. I do want to do some more modeler comparisons. Those ones I did with the Helix, the QC, and the Tone Master Pro were really well received, so I'll do like a Mark series and a Recto and a few other really common amps that people want to hear. And I actually recorded some clips with the Amperium for the Deluxe Reverb one, and the Hot Tone Ampero, which sounds really good too. I just didn't include them for a few reasons. I didn't want to like bog the video down, but yeah. I honestly feel like guitarists aren't musicians. They're guitarists. For them, it's a hobby more than music writing. Yeah, it can be both, Like, music writing isn't the most important thing in the world either. You can just play guitar because it's fun, There's kind of no rules. There's no right way to play the instrument. I think saying that, like, you constantly have to be creating music can really diminish what people get out of the instrument. And sure, lots of people don't make music, but, like, lots of people don't donate to charity or give blood every single day. It doesn't mean they're bad people. It just means they're people. lots of people don't go out like murdering and stabbing people either. So, what world would you rather live in? One where you've got that sort of like not everyone's virtuous all the time, or not everyone's super awful all the time. But yeah, I mean, writing music's fun. I like writing music, but there's lots of other fun stuff in life. If you asked me this question 10 years ago, I'd say that writing music's the most important thing ever, but I also didn't live a very balanced life at the time. So, yeah, whatever gets you going, man. Like, if you feel really good about yourself when you go and write a song, that's awesome. You can also feel really good about yourself if you just play some cowboy chords, It's pretty fun. So, yeah, speaking of which, let's play Rewind Your Mind, because Internationally Insane Studios would like to hear it. And he comments on all my videos, and I want to give him a shout out because I always look forward to seeing his comments on there. So, and Stookie, definitely get into some tapping, bro. You'll be really good at it because you can play classical guitar. So, I reckon you could get into some sick 8-finger stuff, man. All right, we're going to do Rewind Your Mind. Let's do it. Speaking of writing music, here's a song that I wrote with my buddies a long time ago now. Let's see, where are we at? Oh yeah, I want to play the song. All right, I'll try pick it up. Mute my mic first. All right. There we go. Sorry, I have to turn a bunch of things off and on to get this going. So, mate, Alessio, thank you, man. YouTube, take my money. Can you generate an aspect sound to match the opening chord of Mr. Mister's Man of a Thousand Dances from the Go On album? Let's try it. I'm so curious to know. Let's have a look. Let's do it. Man of a Thousand Faces. Let's try it. Did I say Man of a Thousand Faces? Is that the right thing? Man of a Thousand Dances. Leon, you idiot. Here we go. Mr. Mister. Let's have a listen. That sound. Ooh. Is this the sound we're talking about? Man, it kind of sounds like they've sampled a guitar and then replayed it with a keyboard, doesn't it? Tondi, yep. Playing along to the original mix. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, should Troy Nababan buy a VHT Pitbull? I think this is something that we should all contribute to peer pressuring him to do, because there's one for sale locally. There we go. Where's the chat at? Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with anyone. I want to have a go at this. I need a guitar with the trem. I think I have a few different little things. That's crazy. So saw the Soldano Astro demo on Chris Baroxy's channel. He was in love with an LT II. It's not like this doesn't look like a stock IR, but I love it. That's really, really cool. That IRs is getting around the world, isn't it? So, where are we? Yeah, back to my thing before as well. I'm gonna have a crack at this sound on here, but like, just don't think about it too much. Like, you're no less a human being if you don't write an album a year and devote your life monkishly to playing. You can also just play it because guitar's cool and like gear's cool. That's why we do the Gear podcast, right, Troy? I need to shout out someone as well. Matthias. I don't know the best way to say your name, but the man keeping the flag alive for art gear around the world. It's awesome that you're in here, mate. I hope you're enjoying your weekend and making some noise. So, this Steve Farris sound. This is how I normally do these things. I'll look up Man of a Thousand Dances, guitar tone, because surely someone else has thought about this before. Let's see. Man, I keep losing the chat. Sorry, everybody. I'm at Man of a Thousand Ounces. Right. This keeps wanting to say Land of a Thousand Ounces. Mister. What was Farris using? Steve Farris is criminally underrated, isn't he? So, that sound on there. The first thing I would say is that they sampled it and they've got something. But yeah, there's some trem. There's a... Ooh. Is he using a harmonizer? Yeah, I reckon there's some kind of harmonizing machine thing on there. Let's have a look at the chords, because I reckon if I can get that, that might be a thing. And we can figure out the harmony. Alright. Interesting. Yeah, to me that kind of has that like really accentuated angry high end that you get from those like early digital units. Here we go. We got some information in here. Steve used Fender Strat into a Rivera modded twin for clean dirt. Was a Marshall or his Dumble combo. He used a Yamaha harmonizer. I'm a Farris nerd. Which one, Tony? Please tell me. Was he just using like the SPX 90 harmonizer or something like that? Because yeah, he definitely had some fun stuff on there. And Stooky Person, thank you for tuning in, mate. The rest of the stream will be up and available, so you can come back in. And thanks for being so kind, mate. And if I don't get to chat to you before Christmas, have a great Christmas and eat all the great food and make some music on that carbon fiber banjo for us. Take it easy, man. Yeah, to me, it sounds like... There we go. Yeah, probably a Valley Arts or some kind of Strat. And Troy is totally right that everybody should go and listen to the Gear podcast. Look at the little... There it is. You see this? See this? Right there. So, yeah, I wonder if it's just... My suspicion is what you're hearing on there is that the latency on the pitch detector is so bad that it's creating a delay. That was one thing, having harmonizers that were pitched delays. So Sad Wings Raging, also take it easy. And yes, Tony, if you're on Discord, please join the Discord server and we'll nut this one out. So I'm going to go to this. This is my sparkly 80s clean. And let's muck around with... I mean, look, if I put like a fifth into the pitch shifter on here and I add some like a 200 millisecond delay, I get something... Yeah, how crap the tracking is. You can, well, the tracking is good, but I have it off. If I put it on... There we go. So this is kind of fun. You can do, like, you can have... say a rhythmic delay or two rhythmic delays on here and get... And if I tap that in... Oh man, Tony Kennedy is bringing the goods here. This is man of the match today, Tony. Not sure what model he had, but it was set on 4ths and 5ths. This was in an 86 interview, and the track was recorded 86, 87. And Alessio, I've got to go teach a friend how to make Papa Grisha and carbonara sauce. I'm going to catch the end of my torturing Leon and replay later. We're going to get into this, so enjoy, mate. Enjoy. And there you go. Internationally Insane Studios knows what's up. Where are we at? Tony was weighing in with this. So let's try 4ths and 5ths. I'm just going to slam in a 4th and a 5th. Oh, yeah. That's a bit of a sound, isn't it? Let's turn the delays off. And there's definitely just like, he's... That's really, really fun. I'm going to reset this block and... Let's try a slightly different sound. Let's do this old chestnut. We'll put the pitch block between the amp and the cab and give me dual chromatic again. I should share what I'm actually doing with all of you over here. So clean app, very, very basic, and we'll go dual chromatic. There we go. So if we do a 5th, that's 5 semitones. That's a cool sound, isn't it? And, you can hear they're slightly offset. All the latency, bro. You can have some real fun with this and set these up to be... delay on that. A 5th isn't... Oh, yeah, mate. A 5th isn't 5 semitones, but a 4th is. And we're doing 4ths and 5ths, dog. This is cool, whatever it is. Yeah, man. Faris is the Tone Talk episode with him is sick. Like, he's got so many good stories. Now, we could have some fun with that, couldn't we? And loop it. Let's loop it. Why not? Where's my looper at? So you could go... And then let's go down an octave. Let's reverse the loop. And let's also... No, I don't want to do that, but I do want to do this. This is fun. Then we could do this. We could have some real fun. Let's crank the delays up. That was some fun. We sort of went a little bit off the original. Play some Steve Faris, but man, like this pitch shifting stuff is so fun. As Troy Naberbam would say, maths. Exactly. Very prog. Very. It's got a little bit of that. I really like minimalist music, so composers like Steve Reich and John Adams, not the ex-American president John Quincy Adams, but the composer. Yeah, and you can do heaps of fun stuff with the looper. Another fun trick, this is again straight up a Steve Reich thing, or if you're into your King Crimson Discipline era. Something like this. Let's try... swap this reverb over. You know, play a 4-note or 5-note. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's very frippy. Now you just drop the end note. It would make sense to loop the bass first. I feel like I've just butchered this. Yeah, that's dog shit. Let's throw it. So this is fun. There's a pattern of 3, 4, 5. And then you go back to the old grease machine. Good fun. So yeah, go and listen to some stuff there. Yeah, here we go. This is the connection. Tangerine Dream, Love on a Real Train from Risky Business. Very, very nice. And here we go. Yeah, Pat Mastoletto from Mr. Mister, now in King Crimson. This is obviously meant to be Tony Kennedy, so I'm enjoying all the tie-ins that we've found on here. This is awesome. Really, really awesome. It's a Leon Todd Guthrie hour. Guthrie does this on a like from another dimension, doesn't he? So while we're talking about looping and fun stuff, let me this is a super fun patch. I mean, look at it for one, but what you can do here, this little patch I put together, you can essentially create a loop with the looper in front of the reverbs and then place it after the reverbs and like recapture them. So I'm just gonna change the overdub level. So that's the sound. So you could play something like this. Is I've captured the sound with the reverb on it. See, I turn the reverb off, it's still got all the sound on there. Then I can run the looper by swapping some crap out. The looper has reverb, I can reprocess it with the reverb. And I can have the loop, say, play back half speed and backwards. And I just leave it on and code it. Okay, so now here's my loop. What it's turned into. It's evolved, so to speak. Hear all those things so I can process and capture. And of course, I can still play along to this stuff. This is kind of nice. This is potential for lots and lots and lots and lots of fun. So, good idea for a video. I might just chop this entire section and place it at the end of the video when I do that. I really should. You know, the loop is such a powerful thing. I guess you have, there's a dude on YouTube called Andre LaFosse. And if you want to know everything there is to know about looping and using a looper like an instrument, not just, let's call this a phrase sampler. So your traditional, like your Boss RC2 or whatever, you know, you're like really, really, really simple thing. And there's nothing wrong with this either. This is like an awesome way to practice. You know, you turn the looper on and you play something and then it plays it back. So there you go. And you know, I didn't quite play the loop right. You know, I got a little thing and I can... So we'll call that a phrase sampler, shall we? And as Troy said, you know... Did I do it right? Probably not. Let's try it. You know? I don't even know what the bass line is, Troy, so... Yeah, this is your... wasting time at a pub gig. Which I do a lot of. You know, that's a phrase sampler, right? And the earlier stuff you could call looping, where you're using it as a slightly more generative, evolutionary style thing. And this guitar's very, very tidy. And welcome to Zach Thong for tuning in as well. Hope you're well, Zach. Let me just... Okay, we're good. I'm just checking in that my entire family is alive. That's always a nice thing to know. So yeah, we went from Steve Farris to King Crimson to live looping, which is pretty sick. All right. What else? Sorry, I'm catching up with the chat, everybody. Clearly the Twitch stream is doing absolutely nothing at the moment. It's all YouTube, but that's all right. Freddie is keeping me on track right here. Wasn't I going to get another guitar? And welcome to Fender 1960. You're back. That's awesome. I hope you're well today as well, mate. Freddie, I wasn't going to get a guitar and talk about fret buzz. Yeah, dude, because this is... the you know, the Leon Toddercaster right here, and I'm going to tune it first, and while we're talking about that, we can talk about acceptable levels of fret buzz. This is This has heaps of fret buzz. Hear the rattle on it. What are you doing to me, fret wrap? You've lost all your stick, have you? What a pathetic way to be. Because you've got heaps of cat hair lodged in you. That would make sense. That would make sense. Okay, cool. So these strings are... I think I changed the strings in May. Yeah, that would have been the last time I changed these strings. The start of May as well. So we're talking a good 7 months now. So the D string's cool. G's got a little bit of buzz, but the C's got heaps. And you know what? It's totally fine, because... Yeah, hey, Blue Jean Club, right? 2011. I was... Troy, I was at JJ's, and you know they have the 2-for-1 pair of jeans, and I just wanted to buy some black skinny jeans, and I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a blue pair as well, and I've been loving it. I've been doing gigs with blue jeans and just runners on as well, and you know I stopped caring long ago, but now it's there for everybody to see. So long live the blue jeans. What was I going to do? So yeah, Freddie, this buzzy thing, but once you run it through all the ka-chunk. Oh. I mean, you can hear there's some buzz, but if I turn the mic off, I got to wipe these strings down, because even though they're elixirs, they are feeling a little bit on the old stick side. Anybody else remember fast fret? Man, I used to swear by this stuff. And I don't know where I got this. I've just had this kicking around for years and years and years. So let's add some... Oh, yeah. You know, if you put slippery things on your fingers, you play faster, right? That actually feels really, really good. How many buzz when fretted? The low strings got lots. Fast fret has a really particular smell about it, doesn't it? Like the smell of Gibson cases. I wish Gibson would sell that as a cologne. And then you'd know exactly where all the guitar players are at in your life. This one's from Tony Kennedy. I'm into Big Wreck. Yeah, man, big time. I was listening to, not Big Wreck, but the Thornley album. That first Thornley album is, yeah, it's just like, it's pretty Nickelbacky, but also it's Ian Thornleying, so yeah, he's sick. I haven't listened to the new EP yet, but I did see he was on All Axe FX 3, which is pretty sick. Let's see, a lot of buzz, so I shouldn't worry about it. Not really. I mean, I've been playing this guitar, when did I buy it? In 2014, and it's probably had about that much buzz the whole time. It's fine, you know. All the ragdoll stuff you've heard, you've probably, well, Back to Zero and the latest singles are all this guitar, so, you know, that's the level of fret buzz that's happening there. So, yeah, I mean, choking out is annoying. Like, when you go to hit that, like, you know, the bend that ends the world. You don't want it to tap out there. I'll take fret buzz rather than fretting out any day. Desperately need an 80s Judas Priest 5-minute tones. I'll have to get my my Dean V back from Troy and do that. I think it's just going to be Fractal 2203, you know, probably a cab with G1275s or something. Then just, like, you know, absolutely rock. Is that 245 plect? It hasn't had a plec fret dress, but I got it scanned and I got the truss rod adjusted. That's sort of all it needed at the time. But again, it's just been played a lot. So it's actually not the best playing PRS I have. But it's fine, you know. It's not in 1,000 pieces yet, so it's totally fine. There's absolutely no way the fast fret scent would attract women. You'd attract a bunch of dudes. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but they'd all just want to talk about, are you using fast fret as well, or do you just have the scent? And do you use 9.6 gauge or 9.5 gauge strings? So there's a Red Beach thing where he was talking about they were playing a show back in the day and the crowd barrier collapsed, and he's like, yeah, all the girls ran up to Kip and all the dudes ran up to me, and they just wanted to like look at my rack and my preamps and ask me questions. So nothing has changed, so the world's fine. Don't worry about it. Desperately need an 80s Judas Priest. Neil Schon uses salami grease. Damn right. The correct way to grease your guitars up, ladies and gentlemen. I should play a song on this guitar, shouldn't I? Let's do... If you can hear fret buzz through the amp, yeah, that's the kind of the classic. If it's in the amp and it's really, really annoying, it's going to be not good. Music of Dreamweaver. Didn't see you there, mate. Hope you're well. I asked earlier how you're feeling about your Hydra synth. Still enjoying it. What do you use it for? I do. I just use it because it's I like synth plugins, but I always do the same things with them. Open up pigments, get a kind of like patch that goes wah 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 wah, make it a high note, put that in the background, or it's always the same chords or the same like maneuvers. So I like with the Hydra synth because it's tactile, I have to play it and I'll just use it as, if I don't feel like playing guitar or I just want to hear some cool sounds, I'll do that. And, the sounds are so good on there and so inspiring. But sometimes you come up with cool little things, and whether you end up using them, I feel like they always get tucked away in the back of the head and they come out when they need to. So that, and then also it's really fun, testing a new reverb pedal or delay pedal or Axe Effects thing with a synth as well, and just having to plug a couple of cables in and going on it. So I've been watching heaps and heaps of videos with the what do they call it, the third wave, like the PPG clone. It does a lot more than the PPG, but this third wave groove synthesis thing. Man, I don't have 10 grand to blow on a synth, but if I did, that would be what I would get. That thing sounds insane. But the Hydra at 2,000 Australian dollars is more than enough. It's so good. Look, the difference is on the Mark, the graphic EQ is not very linear. So, the sliders don't do much and then they sort of have sudden onset. The Axe Mark EQ is idealized at the moment. So, for example, I'm using the Mark IV. I've been using it for the whole stream. So, you do the thing where you keep the... you guys can all hear the cat. You keep the bass, middle, and treble low. You crank the treble up. For the live patch, I don't like a lot of presence. Like the presence control, I bring it down. That's just what I like. But, if you like it and you like the sizzle, crank the presence shift on, and I'll turn my mic off so you can hear how sizzly it gets. It's pretty awesome. Leave my mic on. So, the Mark models to me are absolutely bang on. It's so good. James Lugo in the chat. James Lugo in the chat. He got a Fender Deluxe and he likes it a lot. His name's James Lugo, and in probably 2 weeks he'll have it up for sale and we'll have something better. Am I right? I feel bad for that. Sorry, James. It's killer that you're in here, man. Like, I hope you're well. I really like the video with the Pog as well. Yeah, man, you've been going through some amazing amps. So it's kind of cool to know that, like, your Marshall's it's still hanging out. It's in there. It hasn't gone yet. Not many things can touch it for what it does. The Recto, it's in there. The Deluxe, I feel like the Deluxe might be part of the puzzle in there. Yeah, look at me, like, you know, one of my favorite internet people. Exactly. I don't know you, James. I'm sorry. You know, he jumps in and he's loving the Deluxe though, so, you know, gets in. I just start immediately roasting him about the fact that he does what we all do, which is go through heaps of gear. So the gear podcast episode with James was amazing. It felt like connecting with an old mate, you know what I mean? So one of my favorite amps is Asphyx the Engel Savage Black Cat. That is let's do it, bro. Let's go full Sav. Savage 1 or 2. I think 2's the more scoopy boy. So listen to that. That's just stock. No, it's not. That's not stock. That's with the same settings as the Mark. So let's not do that. Let's do a bit of this and add a bit of a boost. We'll do CC boost. Man, that is fat. Mic off. It's got that like Engel fizz, doesn't it? Absolute fizz. I'm glad as well James has a sense of humor, as we all should here on the internet. So yeah, man, I did the comparison between the Deluxe Reverb and a bunch of modelers, and I remembered how much I like that. There's also yeah, man, that Lamb of God riff. I should learn the rest of it, right? Because it's the Mark IV riff. Like, if you want to know what a Mark IV sounds like, it's Lamb of God, right? And it's that Ashes of the Wake album, which I think it was in year 11 or year 12 when it came out, and that was like the heaviest thing ever. Mega Music Perth have a Use PV Classic 30. Man, I haven't thought about the PV Classic 30s for ages. I actually have to go down there and I've got some Achilles amps that I'm going to demo. So they make some really amazing vintage Fender recreations, the Zephyr. So I want to go and grab a Zephyr and try it out and compare it to the Deluxe. And they do a Zephyr 40, which I think is meant to be a Vibroverb, which with the Caesar Diaz mods as well, like the SRV thing. So I really want to try those two out. And yeah, I mean, I tried the Achilles Marshalls and they were amazing. Like, so good. I had that. They just sounded like amps from the 70s, but, you know, they were built probably even better, and they had a bunch of mod options on there. So, yeah, be super, super keen to compare that to the Deluxe. Look at this, Tony Kennedy. It's just all connecting, mate. This was meant to be. PV Classic 30, my first real amp, great amp. They were really underrated, hey. When did they... I mean, I'm sure PV don't still make them, right? That feels like something they would have discontinued a long time ago. Whoa. No, it looks like they still make them. Do they? Last one, no longer in productions. I'm sure this is one of those. Because there was that, and what was the other... Oh, man, what was the other company? Carvin. Like, Carvin they were another American-made company, right, who did some great budget stuff. Like Budget Tube. Or just, you know, they were decent, but they didn't cost an arm and a leg. PV Classic 30 1x12, yeah. And yeah, they got that kind of classic Fender tweed looking thing about them, don't they? That's amazing. What a flashback. That's so cool. So cool. I'll have to go and check it out. Is your James? Is the DGT killer? Yeah, man. Let me do this for you, brother. Let me do this because I feel like you will appreciate this. In particular, you know, just raw dogged through an SM7. I should totally actually tune it. But like, you know, when you play some AC/DC chords and the guitar's unplugged and it's not in drop D because you're playing AC/DC songs, that's where you get a vibe for how nice it is. So let's use the magic of the internet. You know, just that is why it's killer. Oh, I'm back. Great. Just cut out on my end. So, yeah, man. And look, I've only played 2 DGTs. The other one belongs to a buddy of mine here who foolishly let me borrow it. I didn't want to give it back. And I bugged him for years to sell it to me, and it had the same... Like, it's just... You know, this is one of those things, I feel like for you, you've got a killer Les Paul sorted already. So you've kind of got that sound, and you've got, like, everything you've got is so curated, but it's one of those, like, I don't know, it lives in that Les Paul zone, but not quite. And, you know, of course, when you crank it through a Marshall-style sound or something, and it just, man, it just rips your face off, you know? I'll do this without my mic on so you can hear the tone. And with, you know, a Mark series or something like that, it's so chunky, it's so percussive. I love it, man. It's an addictive guitar to play. I think I play a little bit better on it. Oh, and there you go. James agrees. So I feel vindicated by that now. So yeah, it brings out the attack. Like, I mean, man, you know, you've produced so much stuff, right? When you know when you get a particular player on a particular guitar, or a particular drummer on a particular kit, or a particular singer on a particular mic, how it like brings out all the good stuff. And for me, when I play this, I feel like I sound like a better version of myself. So, yeah, it's kind of sick. Thanks, man. It's just all Paul Gilbert intense rock. So, you know, I think as well playing with the, you know, with your hands tucked in, you look faster or something. One of those kind of tricks of the eye. How many push-ups can I do? You know, Pablo, I haven't done a push-up for a long time. look, I reckon I could do. Let's see, all in one go. And how incentivized to injure myself am I by doing this? I reckon I could, like, without even thinking about it, I'm confident I could do 15 push-ups. I reckon if you really, really push me, I might be able to do 30 in one go. And if you really push me, I might be able to do, more than that. But, why would you? There you go. Yeah, Troy knows. Troy knows the secrets. Tony Kennedy, the PRS SE. Yes, earlier on the chain. So that's the core DGT, and I got the SE one. This one's in E flat, so it's not a very fair comparison. Actually, it's dropped C sharp, so. But it sounds pretty close. It's like not quite as bright, and the attack's different. That's what I noticed, but again, guitar to guitar, you get that. But like, this is the best SE. I'll safely say that. Speaking of which, though, I should pull this out because I'm borrowing this at the moment, and I know no one here will have seen this because I've got a video coming for it. Is my fly undone? No, it's done up. Fantastic. I'll be right back. The other great thing about the PRS SE stuff, the gig bags are really, really good. Like, this is a good gig bag. Anyway, so I'm borrowing this at the moment, and it's pretty, like, build quality wise, I'd say it's even better than the DGT, or the SE DGT that I have. This is so tidy, man. It's the, whoa, I just knocked my records over. The Swamp Ash Special, SE Swamp Ash Special. This is really cool as well. It's sort of, I guess it leans more to, like, very obviously towards their kind of Fender heritage stuff, but there's some kind of like telly-ish sounds on there, and I've still got the trem on it, which is, I mean, because it's not mine, I haven't blocked it yet, so there's that aspect of it. Right, it's not, I mean, acoustically, very, very zingy. It's a matte finish neck, which I really, really like. It feels good. Like, the weight's good. The middle pickup's a little bit weird, playing a PRS with a middle pickup. And do I skip leg day? You know what, James? I actually don't skip leg day. I like leg day. I always do it at the start of the week. I feel like you do your leg day, you do it on a Monday or something, and then you feel good about yourself for the rest of the week because you've done leg day. It's one less thing to do in your life. Anyway, where are we at with this? It's like, it kind of sounds like a Super Strat to me. I've knocked it a bit out of tune, haven't I? So yeah, this is also similarly really impressive. Their SE stuff is smoking at the moment. It doesn't feel cheap. I think that's like it feels like a proper guitar. I feel like some of the earlier SEs, you could tell they felt a little bit plasticky. They felt a little bit like a compromise, whereas this, like the matte finish on the neck is great. The frets are great. The trem's set up really well. The pickups sound good. I think the giveaway is it's like these aren't recessed, but, you know, how are you going to knock it when it's like a third of the price of the American-made ones? So, yeah, I've got a video with this one coming at the start of next week. It's pretty fun. Pretty fun. And, I totally altered the feng shui in this room. We got to obviously shield some ragdoll and get a bit of Sabotage back in there. I know, what was I going to say? Sabotage, what's the connection? Trans-Siberian Orchestra. They're touring at the moment. We had Angus on the podcast, which was sick. It was so cool. I feel like that was either the one before or after we had James, and talked about skipping leg days. So, yeah. Get a load of Vinnie Moore over here. So I feel like we have to, now that we're talking about leg day and do you even lift, Troy's on it. Do it now. Wants to know if you even lift. We have a song called Break You where there's a line called She Wants to Know If You Even Lift. So, oof. And those Carina PRSs, I'd really like to find one day. They look great. Replace them with a closed cover. Yeah, except on a Strat. I feel like the Strat middle pickup is so iconic. You know, it's such a thing. Yeah, mate, Tony, no worries. It's a pleasure to do those. And had an Ash PRS from the early 90s. It was an odd guitar. Was it one of the, not the NF3s, yeah, what model was it? Maybe I should just ask that question there. So, trying to get me to play the feeling. Look, let's do some retro ragdoll for Troy Nababan, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do all the hits. Troy, you'll appreciate this. Bill was asking me the other day, he's like, man, do you guys ever play that song, The Feeling, anymore? Like, have you got the feeling? Have you got the feeling? I was like, yep. We get it. All right. So I'm going to play Break You, and then I'm going to play an old ragdoll song, going back in history. So this is for everyone who doesn't skip leg day. Oh, Old Man Dan, 2008 McCarty Carina with Brazilian board. One of my students has one of those from there. So Freddie is out. Take it easy, mate. I will see you very, very cool. I will see you very cool. I'll see you very soon. Take it easy. Be cool. That's what I wanted to say. I'm going to play Break You for you guys. So this one's mad fun. I love this song. We always play it live. I always introduce it as a jazz ballad. You'll hear why. Oh, my mic's still on.
Triple
right, I should catch up on the chat as well. Hopefully Troy can... There we go. Yeah, man, that was an ordeal recording that song with a Les Paul, wasn't it? Tuning it every 8 bars. That was a what a footy players say. It was a learning. There's the SEDGT down a half step, but in. You know what, James? I've never. Here we go. Right. So even though the rhythm part is quad tracked, yeah, there we go. I actually don't know Drop Dead Legs, which is a little bit of a shame, isn't it? Because it's one of the better Van Halen songs. Yeah, man. Troy's got the mix chops, bro. Send him some love. How many tracks of vocals are there on there, Troy? Actually, you know what? I can almost guarantee the majority of people on this stream haven't heard the next Ragdoll song, because why would you listen to the first EP that we did? But let's see. Let's go to album. Here we go. This one's called The Feeling. This the ending is a bit of a thing. Let's see how much of this I can remember how to play. Oh man, there's some accents in this. Okay.
As the light shines upon my face, say a prayer for the human race. Revolution starts, it has no end.
What am I doing? Alright, I think I know how to play guitar in time for the next 2 minutes. Alright, let's go. Do the solo again. ending vocal is so killer. Man, there's a few things. Playing the verse. Yeah. There it is. And this is like baked into my brain. Also, this. There was one night we were on tour, I think 2013 or 2014, and I kept fucking that part of the solo up. So it was like late one night, we were staying with some friends in Oklahoma City, and the guys were indulging in some after dinner mints. Let's say that way. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna sit down. I'm gonna practice this. So all you heard. I was doing that a bunch, and then I heard them go diddly 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 dee. Yeah, so I was like, I think I need to go outside because I'm clearly annoying everybody. So that's what I remember with that. That's the lick. Okay, I think I can actually play this solo now. Here we go. Wow. Okay, I just relearnt the solo. Fantastic. Let's see. I think I really broke Ryan getting that out to vocal. He really didn't need that much tuning. I just didn't know what I was doing. Man, it's high. Very, very high. Very, very high. I was trying to sing it in the car the other day. So, yeah, there was... I feel like there was a point where I maybe could get close to that note once, but it's just not in my DNA. All these old ragdoll songs when we read some posts on Gear Sluts or Secondhand Info on how they do it in LA and 40% of that production. Yeah, that's just kind of how it is, isn't it? No, mate, look, we may have been patient, but not as patient as you have been. So, I think the patience has been, we're still paying you back. How's the volume taper on the Soldano Astro? Seems like a modern, perfect modern tube amp in a lot of ways. Pretty good. Yeah, it doesn't do the super jumpy thing that... Look, it's pretty similar to my Hot Rod, to be honest. Like, the sounds are close. Obviously, it's a 20-watt amp with 6V6s versus the... what does my Soldano have? 6L6s or 5881s? Something like that. So that's kind of cool. And yeah, it's got a red mode, a purple mode, a blue mode, and a green mode. So a few different things, but yeah, it's pretty good, man. Like they're going to sell a lot of those, and rightfully so. Do I give Zoom lessons? Yes, you can find my email address on the description for my channel. Please send me an email and we can hook something up. And GRB Aquatics has been having a fat time. So, mate, my pleasure. I actually have to go pretty soon and feed the cats because they're getting cranky with me. So. Is the H90 hard to learn? I don't think so, man. Like, They have a very good software editor for it. It's like the Fractal stuff. Like, if you just use the software editor, it is piss. And there's some really good options on there. I think probably the noise floor is a lot better than the H9. And if you've got all your H9 presets, you can import them as they are into the H90. So, like, you know, a preset on the H9, they still call that a preset, but like you have a program on the H90 where a program is 2 preset slots. So it's like having 2 H9s in one, but you can change the routing and run them in parallel or series and insert things in between them. So it's very, very, very clever. Oh, mate, don't worry. I answered to Leo as well. Does it plug in regular USB? It does. Yep, it's got a USB-C port on there. They just added Bluetooth to it as well if you want to use the Bluetooth editor. I'm fairly certain they've got an iPad thing in the works as well, so that's kind of cool. Am I going to be doing a gift to Tone? Matt hasn't asked me this year, so I did one last year. But if they do, I'll be more than happy to offer something up. The ones from last year are kind of like all the things I actually use. So, and ladies and gentlemen, the most important thing, do you like it a g'day? Ask that to your best mate and see how they go. All right, you know what I should do? I should play. I'm going to play the new Ragdoll single, "Sky's Limit," that Troy mixed, and you can all hear some evolved Troy mixing and some evolved Leon playing, and evolved Cam drumming, and evolved Ryan singing. So let's get the old warhorse out, shall we? And we'll do it on this. Hey, look at this. Internationally Insane Studios. He was the man when he didn't even know he was the man. So everything's coming up Millhouse. How good's Pitch D Tune? Oh, dude. The Fractal updates recently. My God. What has Cliff been drinking? Because it's just like, how good is the 5150 Stealth as well? JCM 800's sick. I'm just going to drop the And Tony, I'm very, very stoked that you got something out of this, mate. I appreciate that. So, 3 guitar tracks, yeah. I'm going to play it with the Stealth. How's the lead on this thing? That's heaps. That will do me. Or will it? Maybe I'll control switcheroo this up. And we'll go from a 6 dB boost to like a 14 dB boost. So yeah, this is going to be sick. All right, this is it for me. Enjoy the rest of your time on Earth, everybody. I will do another live stream very soon, and there'll be heaps more videos coming up. Listen to the Gear podcast. Send Troy some love in the comments because he did a great job with this mix. This one's called Sky's Limit. I'll see you next time. saw someone just join. I said I was going to say goodbye, but the cats can wait for dinner for another 2 minutes. That 5153 Stealth Red is sick. I love it. And, you know, bit of wah and groove. And Fishbulb, Saigon Kick the Lizard, you are not the first person to say that. We get compared to them a lot. If someone's not like, oh, you guys kind of sound like King's X or Happy Alice in Chains, it's Saigon Kick. That record's really, really good. What's the guitar player's name again? Because he's fantastic. I feel like I should know this, and I'm embarrassing myself. Jason. His name's Jason, and his other name is. Someone will let me know in the comments. I can always. Jason Bieler. Yeah, there it is. Is that the... Yes, Jason Bieler. Killer guitar player. Yes, there you go. If you ever see Jason Bieler around, just say, I love his playing. He's so good, man. Anyway, Fishbulb, you asked a question. I did want to answer it on here because it's your first live stream on there. And again, thanks to everybody else for their questions and super chats and tuning in. And again... all the Ragdoll stuff is on Spotify and whatever your streaming service of choice is. I would love it if you went and listened to it. Troy mixed it, you know. Send him some love, because I think he does a pretty good job, old Tondi. DSL 40C for intimate gigs. Man, anything DSL's like, they're good amps. The 2 channels, they just work. I wouldn't not recommend it to anyone, put it that way. So there's probably lots of other options as well that you can explore, but if you can find one cheap, man, do it. PRS SC 245 2008 Trans Amber Burst on Reverb for 2100. Good deal. If you don't do it, I will. Put it that way. That's a great deal on there. So yeah, it seems. I'm guessing that's US dollars. So it's probably over $3,000 Australian. But yeah, they're solid guitars, man. They're solid guitars. I obviously really like mine. Yeah. Anyway, any other CDs besides Back to Zero? Yes, we have one called Rewound. It's our first 2 EPs and a live EP. So I don't think there's any... I don't think we have any stock left. The album's obviously available for streaming, but you might still be able to find some copies of it on CD Baby. I think that's what we were distributing it through at the time. Eventide micro-pitch of the delays digital. If so, can they be EQ darkened? Yes, they're definitely digital. And yes, there's a tone control on there. And it works pretty well. I made some factory presets for that one. And there's a like dotted eighth note, quarter note, dual delay thing in there that's quite dark sounding. So yeah, you can grab that one. It's a great pedal, man. All right. I'm out, everybody. Going to feed the cats so they don't start like eating my toes and fingers and things like that. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I love you all. Take it easy.